Hey everyone, Matt Cutler from Blocknative. Excited to share with you our latest December 20th, 2023 release of Ethernow. We released it a few weeks ago to the ecosystem, and now every few weeks we'll be introducing new capabilities and bug fixes and stuff like that. There are two new features that I want to share with you today. The first is a private transaction filter. So with Ethernow, you can see public mempool versus private transactions and sort of where they land on blocks. By default, you can select an existing block like this one, and you can see that it's 13% private, but there's no easy way to differentiate of all of the transactions in the block, which are public and which are private. And so we've got a lot of feedback that private transactions are really quite interesting for folks, and they want to be able to zero in on them. So we've made it super easy to see. You just come over here to the filter control, and at the top there's this add address. When you select that, you'll get a range of options, but the last one now is private transactions. So I'll click that and hit apply, and then what it does is it filters everything dynamically for that collection, right? And so there are 0 private transactions in the public mempool, of course, by definition, but we can see here in block 2608, it's 14% private, but there's 21 transactions which have met the criteria for the filter, so there's 21 that are private. So every single one of these you'll find here have this label of private on it, and they have this journey where they just exit the mempool, where they have never been detected in a pending state at all. What's interesting is you can see in this block, the top of the block is all private, but as we scroll down, it skips from 14 to 21 to 30 and so on. And so you can actually watch as builders construct blocks, and they insert private transactions in various locations through the block. You can also scroll historically, and you can find blocks that might have no private transactions, probably because they were self-built by the proposer, and you can find transactions that are, almost entirely private or entirely private. So it's pretty interesting to see and to sort of watch this phenomenon of private transactions play out in real time. And this new private transaction filter makes that easier to see. Now, this Ethernow interface is a real-time interface for exploring the public mempool. We also have a historic mempool data archive. It's quite large. It's more than 8 terabytes total. It dates all the way back to November of 2019. It's for non-commercial research purposes, but basically it's a perfect record of the Ethereum public mempool. We've made a bunch of enhancements to how you access that. You can get to that over here in the mempool data archive link. And now you just get 2 options. It's much simpler. You can either download from the archive, or you can join our community of researchers. If you have questions or want to talk about what you're doing, I really recommend joining the community. But if you click download the archive, you'll pop right here with instructions on how to download elements of the archive, how to fetch data, how to fetch a custom range, etc. So it's really quite easy as a researcher to select out the information you're looking for and get that from our mempool data archive. And we really encourage researchers out there to do so. And so that's sort of the latest on Transaction Explorer Ethernow. We really do encourage you to go hands-on and to provide feedback. So if you notice a bug or you're curious about something, you have a question, just click this feedback form. You can give bug reports, feature requests, contact us. Like if you're a commercial entity and want to use the archive for commercial purposes, you can contact us there. We'd love to hear from you. The feedback from the community has been great so far, and we're just really excited to continue to build this out on behalf of the Ethereum ecosystem, and again, made possible by a great grant from the Ethereum Foundation. So we wish you and yours a great holiday season. Please be safe out there, and we're really excited to continue to work with you on Ethernow and other aspects of real-time observability for Web3 in the new year. Thanks so much. Cheers.